Layla.
Hi, Gnani.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Actually, in my case, it's not a question. I was invited to share a testimonial with you of my meeting with the Gnani in 2013, and when I received the Gnani. And what happened is that in 2013, January, during a course, a personal development course, I made a decision that I would like to find a spiritual path that was painless. And because I felt after decades of a very arduous spiritual search, I sensed in my heart that there should be something that would be better and just more accessible. And the next day, I made this request. I mean, I learned of Akram Vignan's existence through Uvi's page at Facebook. So, and I started reading a lot of the books in the internet. I did not understand much, but I sensed that one day I would go to the Gnani ceremony and receive the blessing. So in June of that year, 6 months later, for ways that we just don't understand fully, that was the karma time for that, I met my friend Eunice at her house in Goiânia, a city in Brazil. And Eunice was exactly searching the same thing. She was searching for something in India. And I talked to her about the Akram Vignan and about Uvi. And I said, well, one day I want to go to that place in India. And when I returned home, she called me and she said, now you have to finish what you started. You have to find Uvi. And then I went after Uvi. I talked to his wife, Marion, and we had a Skype video. And it was before Zoom. There was no Zoom at that time. And in that video, I saw Uvi, and he was just so different from the person that I had met before. He was just so full of grace, really, and full of gratitude. And I said to him, wow, I would love to go to India now, but now I don't have the resources and time to do that. And he said, no, don't go to India. In 2 weeks, there will be a Guru Purnima in Jacksonville, United States. And then I was I just sensed in my heart that I should go. And then I called Eunice and said, Eunice, I don't know about you. I'm going to the United States. I have to see this. And then what happened is that our search got together, and then we went both to Jacksonville. I think we were just a few of Westerners that were there. And it was really an experience that changed my life forever. I mean, I really stopped suffering. And then when I see other Brazilians and Latin American people talking about despair, I just feel so grateful that somehow, I mean, I was animated in that. And I'm also very grateful to Eunice because she was the one that got near you and said, you have to come to Latin America. You have to come to Brazil. And I wrote this testimonial and one day, and then I was asked to share that with you, Gnani, and with you all. So thank you so much for being a part of my family now and of my life. And I thank you very, very much for all that you shared with us.
Very good.
Thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Layla, and then Reinhold.
Layla wants to know how to decrease attachment and abhorrence and surrender to the Gnani.
You have already surrendered to Gnani.
She is in the hospital now. She's saying. And the question is the same. She wants to surrender.
Okay, but in Gnan ceremony, we surrendered mind, speech, body, all karma, everything to Gnani. So now you have to remain separate from Leila, and any attachment and abhorrence come in Leila, then ask Leila to do pratikaman. Automatically that attachment and abhorrence will reduce and it will finish, go away completely. In family member or in office work, business or job, or in in-laws, any you have any attachment or abhorrence, do pratikaman for each and every person. That will clear all files. Understood?
Entendi. Eu consigo ter melhores relações.
She have a better relationship with
Okay.
no suffer there in the hospital,
Okay.
but her ego, her mind, it's very difficult to not to have opinions. She have lots of opinions, and this she's doing pratikrama.
Yes, okay, that is correct. Say inside pure soul and ask for forgiveness for any opinion.
Obrigada.
Jai Sachidananda.
Thank you.
Next is Reinhold Jetter, and then Maiken.
Jai Sachidanand Puchashri.
Jai Sachidanand.
Namaskar Karuchu.
Jai Sachidanand.
I'm not proud for the respect. I know it's vile. But my name is Reinhold from Germany. And my question is, how is it possible to have positive intention or a prayer for a better health of the body while staying separated from file 1?
If you remain separate from file 1, then automatically health of body will improve.
Okay.
Automatically. You don't need to do prayer for health. Remain separate. Eater eats and you are non-eater, only know and see. And positivity, as well as we are seeing pure soul in everybody. We are finishing all files with equanimity. We are not seeing fault of others. We are not hurting others. That part automatically improve our health of body, not only body, health of mind also. Speech also will improve, thoughts are improve, and body will improve automatically. Understood?
Yes.
And you say when I do vidhi, sometimes I keep my eye closed and sometimes I'm looking at the picture of Dada and Simandar Sai. It is okay, perfectly okay. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Next, Maiken from Belgium, and then Miran from Spain.
Jai Sachidanand. My name is Maiken. I got Gnan online in July, and after that I felt like a significant decrease in thinking and worrying, and at that point I thought, why there are people taking Gnan more often? Does the effect wear off?
No, it will help. You can remain in a stage of pure soul. Because in Gnan Vidhi, we are again saying virtues of pure soul. I am pure soul, I am full of infinite knowledge. So that will help. We can remain in a stage of pure soul. So when we worship our own virtues, we can remain more and more in stage of pure soul. So that is more helpful, nothing wrong. We can, if possible, easily we are getting Gnan Vidhi, we can reach to that place and do Gnanvidhi. Because 1 hour we are doing worshipping of our own pure soul. So that is good. If possible, we can have more times Gnanvidhi, no problem. Because
Okay.
we can not have 1 hour Samayik of pure soul. This is 1 hour Samayik of pure soul. Completely.
Okay. Understood. Yes.
Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Miran from Spain, and then Karen from Germany.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Satchidanand, dearest Gnani, I bow to your pure soul. I had a question which was actually already answered in the Mahatma Satsang, but if you think it's important to answer it for everyone, you can do that, or I can just ask you something else.
Yeah, it is better to ask something else. And you can get this answer in your future local satsang. You can ask them.
I already did, and I got the answer from Uwe. So
Yes.
it's all perfect. That's
Yeah,
why.
correct.
But if you think it's important for other people
No,
to
you
know,
can ask
then I would
another
just
question,
ask.
no problem.
Okay. So I don't mean to be rude. My other question is, Dada always said that we should observe him after having Gnan taken, to be in his presence for 6 months and to observe and learn from just being there. And I want to do the same thing. So I wish to come and serve you. I mean, you and your Nimitz, and not just like the organization. And this is my question. Please, can I come?
You can join. Here there are so many Shibir, Parayan, Paryushan, 8 days program,
Yeah.
Guru
but-
Purnima in USA,
Okay.
and in USA group 5-6 days program, some English Shibir special program for 3 days or 5 days. You can join that program because now so many people, more than thousands,
I know.
so 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people are moving around me. So it is not possible to stay with me at all.
Oh, but how can I observe
But
and learn then?
another way, you can join this special program of Shibir, Para and Paryushan. That will help you a lot. Equivalent help you will get.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Jai Sachidanand.
Until next time.
Yes,
Jai
Jai
Satchidanand.
Sachidanand.
Karen from Germany, and then Michael from the UK.
આ ગુજરાતી વાળાને સમજાય છે ને બધું એનું ટ્રાન્સલેશન ચાલુ છે કે એ લોકોને આપણા જેવો જ ભાવ થાય હું તમારા ચરણોમાં રહું અને તમને જોયા જ કરું તમારે જેવી થઈ જાઉં કે બધાને ભાવ થાય પણ હવે અહીંવાળા કે અમે નજીકવાળા છીએ શિબિર પારાયણમાં આવો બરોબર છે યસ નેક્સ્ટ
Jai Satchidanand Dadashri.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ
I'm Karin from Germany. I am so blessed. But still, Karin, there is a abhorrence in Karin about the complaining of other people, especially of file 3. Does she have to hear all the complaints in the world, or can she stop them? Is stopping them non-acceptance of Yava's bit and not seeing that this is her account? Or is it okay to stop that? By stopping, is she trying to change these people? Jai Satchidanand.
But you must have tried stopping that person. But it is when you stop that person, the claim or say complaining is finished, or it remain as it is. It remain as it is. So yes, it is. So now, when suppose some file is doing complaint of another person, then you have to just ask: is there any positive of that person? Why you are always suffering such type of problem? So it is your own mistake or anybody else's mistake? What is your opinion? What you can understand? You want to, suppose one person is, you have some complaint, second person you have same complaint, third person has same complaint for that person. So complaint is with the person or fault is in ourselves. We have to find out some fault in our own nature. We have to change our nature because atmosphere cannot change, a person cannot change. We have to adjust. So like slowly do conversation with that person or file 3, change her opinion or understanding, give some Dada's knowledge. If you want to have complaint, then Dada says fault in that person who is complaining, not the outer person. So when we solve our misunderstanding or our fault, automatically we don't have any complaint for any person. So you just first you understand properly and slowly convince that person and ask her so many questions and find out and slowly convince that you have to watch, you have to try to adjust with that person. Then you will be comfort all the time. Otherwise, your complaint will continue and nobody will solve your complaint. You will always be in suffering. So like that you can convince, explain, slowly, change her opinion, negative opinion, give her positive opinion, positive understanding. You understood?
I understood. Jai Satchidanand. I want them all to take none. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Thank you.
Michael from the UK, and then Elizabeth from the US.
Jai Satchidanand Pujashri.
Jai Satchidanand.
Michael from the UK. My question is, I sent it some time ago, but it still applies, is how should I maintain awareness of my pure soul at work? I care for the very elderly in a residential setting, and these people have senile dementia. So I adjust, I'm sincere, I'm try to be as loving as I can, but sometimes because of their illness or maybe how they see how I am, they may react negatively. They may not want my help. We have to do personal care, washing, going to the toilet, showering, bathing. Very intimate work. It's a delicate service that we provide. And I have a legal duty of care. I have to do the minimum hygiene, at least. And that's a legal expectation. And then my superiors, they have their expectations. But sometimes the residents will say no. And this can be upsetting for me. Sometimes I feel, have I upset the residents by accident? And sometimes my superiors have different ideas from me, and that can cause Michael to get in stress. It's very high pressure work. We do long days. When I finish work, I take a day to recover. So I would like your guidance, please. This is my dilemma.
Yeah, but you have to understand they are mentally weak. They have dementia. So if they say, I don't like your service, I don't want any help from you, you should not listen that thing. Okay, sorry, I will not help you. Okay. And you have to do your duty according to your their requirement, whatever there, because they have dementia. They cannot understand what is going on, who is doing what, and how much I required service. They'll never understand. So they're deteriorating. Their intelligence or mentally power is deteriorating. So you have to just, okay, yes sir, okay. Like that you have just tell them, and you find out where they need comfort, where they need hygiene, where they need some washing or cleaning or anything. Just you watch and slowly you do according to your requirement. Don't worry, don't listen them, because they cannot understand and they will say something and they don't know what they have said to you.
Yes.
In that stage, so we have to just help them. because we have to understand they are 2.5-year-old child, baby. So baby say, I don't want, I want so and so. So the baby doesn't know what correctly. So like that, these are the babies. You have to just help them, do your best service, and you says our superiors, they are supporting you. So you just inform them, I'm doing so and so, so and so, so and so. They should satisfied. Mainly they are should satisfied, not this patient.
Yes, exactly. But sometimes my superiors, they have insistence. They might say, this lady has to get up or this man has to get up. And I feel I want them to let them rest, you know.
No, I will try.
And it's a problem for me.
No, you have to say, I will try my level best.
Yes.
But I cannot insist them, let them take rest. And suppose if you say get up now, so they cannot understand what to do. So they will get up. If your superior say you have to do so and so, okay, I will try. Try it, no problem. But don't get frustration. This is our file, and Michael, just do conversation with Michael. Michael, don't get hesitate. Slowly finish your work, and pray inner pure soul of that patient as well as that superior. Please forgive me, or please give me strength to finish this file with equanimity. Whatever they are doing, they are not knowingly do. They are just discharge karma is in this stage. So play inner pure soul and keep separation with Michael. I am pure soul. And ask strength from Dada Bhagwan. Please give me strength to finish this file. So you will be in normal stage.
Pujashri, I find because I have to give of Michael so much, all my senses, all my emotional skill and relationing skill, then there's engrossment. So what is the trick for separation in that?
Now you do Charan Vidhi. You can read the 3 sentences. Keep separation. I am pure soul. Oh, pure soul, you are separate. Michael is separate. You are permanent. Michael is temporary. Like that, you can repeat the sentence and do Asim Jai Jaikar, do Arti. And when you go outside, you do some jogging or some exercise, because this environment is dull. These patients are not active, and we have to just we have to do work by just like a robot. Mechanically we have to finish. So some exercise, Suryam Namaskar, or some jogging or pranayam. So you just half an hour, 1 hour do other work. So your mind will fresh and body also will get fresh.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
Elizabeth Powers, U.S., and then Yuko, the U.S.
Which number? Question?
Jai Sachidanand.
11.
11 નંબર
11.
અને પછી 12 પણ.
Okay. Yes. Jai
Jai
Sachidanand.
Sachidanand. Elizabeth from Colorado, USA. So, Pujashri, I'm a new Mahatma. I received non-vidhi in February of 2021. And I'm experiencing deeply being moved by the simplest things, like seeing you get off on at the airport in Germany and just watching that on Zoom, and just tears will come to my eyes, or watching anything really. I just, anything to do with this, I just fill with tears. And so when File 1 does seva or helps anyone, File 1 becomes very happy. And this tendency has been in File 1's life, though, their whole time. I just love to help. So File 1 is really blissful when she sees somebody go to Akram Vignan, and I think, oh my gosh, they're gonna have liberation, they're gonna be happy, and I just get so incredibly happy about this. So File 1 is realizing that Vyavstit is really the real doer, and file 1 is infinitesimal little part in the whole scheme of things. And that's just bliss in itself, just to know that I'm just this tiny little speck and not this big person. I mean, that's just blissful in itself. But my question is what file 1 experiences the happiness and bliss of engaging in good and helpful works, is that the field stock of karma or being discharged, or is this the bliss of the self that is being felt?
No,
at this time?
it is a discharge, definitely. But our wish, everybody should get happiness, everybody should have some right path or liberation, like that, our wish. And when we see that person is attaining that part or achieve that result, then we become happy. So our satisfaction gives happiness. But this happiness is, we will credit in pure soul account. Though this is relative, but this is real relative. It will help for real. Because our intention, he should get path of liberation, he should get happiness of real soul. So that intention will be credit in pure soul account. So it is okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, even though it's temporary, because
it is relative.
It comes and goes, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It comes and goes. But is when I experience like the tears or anything like that, seeing that, is that the bliss, an experience of bliss of the self? Or?
No, our wish, suppose that person says, refuse, I don't like this path. So at that time, what will happen to you? So
I'd say, well, that's okay.
That's okay. And when you say, I like this path, so you become happy.
Yeah.
So your wish that the person should get such a way, so he can get liberation. So that wish is satisfied because he has accepted this path. So the satisfaction gives you happiness. Because our wish, this should happen. And if doesn't happen, then no happiness. And if happens, then our satisfaction will be there. And that satisfaction give you happiness. It is though this is relative, but inside our intention toward pure soul, so that will credited in pure soul account. We can say prashasta raksu kevayana.
Spiritual attachment.
Spiritual attachment. So that will help you in spiritual path. So it is correct. Go ahead.
Okay. Jai Sachidanand.
Your second question?
My second question is that if a person takes non-vidi, but never follows up with it afterwards, and will they still achieve liberation within 15 lifetimes, regardless of their efforts in this lifetime or their overall evolution? I mean, if they haven't gone through the gazillions of lives like I've gone through, will they still achieve liberation?
No, he has to follow 5 Agnas. Without following 5 Agna, he cannot achieve ultimate salvation. So 1%, 2%, 5% he should follow. And one more thing, suppose he has taken Gnan in this life, he is not following 5 Agnas, not coming in touch with satsang, but still he has spent 2 hours or more than 2-3 hours, and he has listened this Gnan, he accepted everything he has done, so that will be seed for next life. And in next life, sometimes what happens, in this life also, after 10 years, 20 years, he will become in touch with some Mahatma and turn into, and he will continue this path. Again, he will take Gnan and he will follow 5 Agna. Because once he has taken some obstruction of path of liberation, he has broken. He will get in this life also, otherwise next life also some connection of Gnani will be possible. And if we pick up that connection, then also he will go to the path, he will continue his path of the liberation, if possible. But so many infinite life and birth cycle, he has broken that cycle. So definitely he will not 15 life, but sometimes he will get Gnani and he will get path of liberation, definitely.
At some point, maybe
At
not
some,
15,
no,
could be longer than
150
that.
or 200, but he will get this life, this
Okay.
connection of Gnani.
Ah, beautiful. Great. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Yuko Hashimoto, the US, and then Amy Gerbis, the US.
Jai Sachidanand
Jai
Purashri.
Sachidanand.
My name is Yuko from United States. I'm so grateful for your just the embodiment of pure love and the immensity of wisdom. So we're just so lucky to be with you every day. So I'm just so grateful for that. So my question is, I'm not able to see you right now. I'm seeing Elizabeth. Is there anything that I need to do?
So the,
Now I can see you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So my question is, with the grace of Dada and through you, we receive this Gnan and the conviction of I am pure soul, just so precious. And the current journey is to have this conviction turn into knowledge and conduct through 5 Agnas and having those discharges complete through equanimity. So you have been so gracefully and generously pointing to that. The key is to really get to the opinions and beliefs. And it seems to be the core belief and opinion, and underlining that is this belief of or identification that I am the file one, or I am the doer, or the others are the doer. So in that perspective, there's this citing of the Siddha Stuti, that sow the seeds for this right understanding and to the embodiment to actually come forth naturally. And is there any other scientific benefits of citing Siddha Stuti?
Yeah, definitely that helps to change opinions and beliefs, and so many worldly belief gets changed. And really we are pure soul. So we are doing worshipping of our own virtues. So we can remain automatically. So how many times we are doing? So at least a 10 minute, 15 minute or 1 hour. At that 1 hour we are remain in a stage of pure soul by doing Siddha Stuti. So due to karmic force, I goes to UK.
Yeah.
So that due to wrong belief or wrong opinion, so that part is changing now by doing Siddha Stuti. I am full of infinite knowledge, I am immortal, like that. So you are worshipping your own virtues. So this wrong belief and wrong opinion get dissolved, and you are merged with oneness with pure soul, absolute pure soul. So that will help you a lot. In free time, definitely we can do this Siddha Stuti. We must
Thank you so
do.
much. Yeah, so it seems like there's a more resilience or, the brightness
Definitely.
to the awareness.
More awareness and more knower and seer stage.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Jai Sachidanand. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Amy Gerbis, the US, and then Lazan Tromer from Germany.
Jai Sachidanand Purashri.
Yes, Jai Sachidanand.
Thank you. My question is, when you practice pratikraman for another person who has been betraying and hurting you, does the karma of that person who is the nimit, karma discharge as well?
But when we are doing pratikraman, we are finishing our discharge karma. He is not finishing his discharge karma. Really, that physical thing happening, it is discharge of both person. I am listening something bad words, he is saying bad words. So both are discharging their karma. But inside I am doing pratikraman, so I will finish my discharge karma without charging new karma. And inside that person, he has intention, I will do again what you are going to do. So he is charging new karma for next life. But physically whatever happened is a discharge karma of both person. But inside he is charging new karma, so his cycle is not breaking. Charge and discharge, birth and rebirth cycle continue. For ourselves, we are doing pratikraman, so we will not charging new karma and we are not connecting with that person. We are totally finishing karma with that person. So we are separate from that person. We will not continue in next life with that person because we are doing pratikraman. Understood?
Yes, thank you.
Jai Sachidananda.
I have another question, Putaji,
Yes.
that they said I may ask.
Yeah.
A few days ago in satsang, you spoke about eating and not being choosing this isn't good for me, or eating non-veg, and all these kind of being egoic or more, not to. I don't know how to put it in words, but when you're with someone else in someone else's home and they're providing food and it's non-veg or it's meat, do you eat a little bit of it so not, to adjust to that, or do you not say anything? What is the proper way to be with that?
1 second. So कैसे?
થોડા દિવસ પહેલા તમે સત્સંગ ખાવાના ઉપર કર્યો તો એમાં કહ્યું હતું કે તમે બહુ આગ્રહ નહીં રાખવાનો આવું જ ખાવું છે ને ફલાણું નથી ખાવું. કોઈકના ઘરે જઈએ અને નોનવેજ આપે તો એની સાથે એડજસ્ટ થઈને ખાઈ લેવું કે ના ખાઈ લેવું?
No, we can say now I am totally pure vegetarian. Please, I cannot take this food. You can offer me another things. I will take, but this is not helpful for me. So please, sorry for this. You can say no problem.
Okay. Thank you. So that I thought I had to adjust everywhere to that.
No. We should not adjust everywhere for this thing.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Putaji.
Jai
I am so honored.
Jai Sachidananda.
Jai Sachidananda.
Lizanne Tromer from Germany.
Jai Sachidananda Purushri.
Jai
My name is
Sachidananda.
Lizanne. I'm from Germany. I'm so touched to see you again. And my question is, File 1 was allowed to ask you a question in Willingen. She asked how she could best get around the time here on earth, because since the Gnani Vidhi, she sees no more sense in everything worldly. Your answer was that File 1 can do everything it wants, only you remain the knowing and seeing of it. But File 1 doesn't want to do anything in the worldly anymore. Things that used to give her joy no longer give her joy. She no longer needs the friends she used to have. The work she used to love is no longer fulfilling. She would like to go directly to the Lord, or at least to Simanda city. How can she deal with this without suffering so much in the mundane, and that she sees a sense in the worldly things again?
But file 1 is there and she has to finish her karmic account with these all files.
Yeah.
So we have to, whatever comes, evidence comes with file 1, you have to finish with equanimity. And if you have free time, no friends or no work, then do charan vidhi, namaskar vidhi, do siddha stuti. Like that you can do Dada Bhagwanna, Sim Jai Jaikar ho, Arti. Like that you can spend time in this charan vidhi, all things. And you can do one more thing. See, whatever you have some relation, friends or family members, see inside your soul and pray for them. They should also get such Gnan. They should also get such path of liberation. And is there any attachment or abhorrence with that person? Do pratikraman for that person. So, and pray for that person. So like that we can set our timing because without finishing all karma of file 1, we cannot leave this body. We have to stay in this body only. So lifespan is there. So we have to finish discharge karma with equanimity, and if there is we have give sufficient time, then pray for worldly people as well as our friends and families. You understand?
Okay. Yes, I understood. Thank you.
Okay.
I have a second question. The question is from Amy. In a few weeks, it's Christmas, and our family came together. In our family, it's like a ritual to eat meat and drink alcohol on this day. My intention is really so big to say, no, I don't want that. But then in the next moment, Falbon is like a little child. She says, the whole year I don't eat meat and I don't drink alcohol, but only on this one day I want to say yes. I speak with her and explain why it's wrong and what are the consequences from that. But yeah, it's at the moment a really big conflict from her. What can she do to settle this file?
No, you have to do Pepsi or Coca-Cola, keep with you, and I will take this only. No drink of alcohol. And food, some vegetarian foods are available, take that dish. I will take this only. I like this so much. I don't like that. Like that you can tell them and finish without non-vegetarian vegetarian thing you can take, and just like Pepsi or Coca-Cola, like that you can take. Okay. So now you just check your file 1. She don't only things she don't like. She don't like friends, and she don't like so and so, and she like the non-vegetarian things. And she like the drink alcohols. So she has some karmic accounts or discharge karmic account is there. Now this time she is showing so much things, and maybe in future some interesting or some attachment or some attraction, worldly things will be there. That karma may come out from file 1. You have to just watch, keep awareness, and check this is towards my goal or opposite of my goal. Because file 1, we should not faith on file 1. She is always towards path of salvation. She may something, worldly things may come out, worldly attraction may come out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, my big, her big goal is to go to Mahavidicitra. Yes,
Then this alcohol and non-vegetarian things, you have to be beware of that things.
She knows that, but it's like a big greed to meet.
So file 1 has interested. She says, so many things I don't like, but one thing she is liking. So the whole baggage we have to check now. Is there any complication? Is there?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Reinhold from Germany has a new question.
I see Lisan.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand Purush. I have the wrong picture. I don't see you.
I don't see you
Lisan.
also.
Now I see you.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm blessed. This is a very special day. I see you 2 times. This is Vyavastit because the first time the internet connection was very bad and it was broken. So I have a second chance.
Okay. So
Namaskar.
Reinhold. Number 3.
3.
Now which question, sir?
Okay. Okay. Yes, continue.
File 1 has different attachments, illusional attachment, for example, to play chess or some less things in TV. They get less than before, but I see when I play chess with another file from file 1, a friend, the awareness is slowed down, and afterwards it's more as before. if I see a living being afterwards, I see really a pure soul, all in the animals, because he lives in a farm. I talk with file 1. This is, I let him do Pratyagyan. This is not very, there is no bliss inside, no bliss. There is really no bliss inside, no joy. It's the same as Lisanne said. File 1 has no joy in worldly things, but there are a few things they are used to do, and I talk with him, I see him, I try to stay separated. What is to do?
શું કહે છે?
કે છે કે મને ઘણી ખરી વસ્તુમાં ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ નથી, પણ અમુક વસ્તુમાં મોહ થઈ જાય છે, જેમ કે ચેસ અને ટીવી ઘણું ઓછું થઈ ગયું છે. બહુ પોતાની સાથે વાત કરું છું, જુદું રાખવાની પ્રયત્ન કરું છું, કહું છું કે આમાં સુખ નથી, પણ તોય એના ઉપર રાગ અને મોહ થઈ જાય છે, ચેસ અને થોડું ઘણું ટીવી.
Okay, then you have to understand this file. One is interested in these two items. This is my file. We will finish with equanimity. And if he is interested in chess and TV, just TV is, you can reduce and you can interest in chess, no problem. But finish this file with equanimity. And in TV also, you have to keep some boundary. So some bad things you should not watch.
No.
And good things, or in some scientific or something. Okay, finish that file also. Keep inside what you are doing, keep separation, do conversation, and say, is there any happiness? So it won't give any happiness. This is just finishing your karma. It is not interested. So this will not give me permanent happiness. This is file. This is whatever we have charged in past life. Says now it is getting discharged, and we will finish with equanimity. Automatically, slowly it will get exhausted. Okay?
May I have another question?
Okay.
Is there time?
Yes.
I asked you nearly the same question, but there is a difference now. Sometimes when I do the vidis, I do it reading, sometimes while sitting, not laying. I do it speak with closed eyes, because I feel the reaction inside. And sometimes I have the eyes open and I make the darshan to the Lord or to Dada, and this is changing, but everything has a special reaction for me.
No problem. You can do.
And sometimes I see Dada is watching me, he's inside me, and I see the darshan of the Lord, and I see the Lord is really great, and
Yes.
I don't have to wait till in Mahavedic Kshitra, I see him now.
Yes. So continue. This is very good, because we want to oneness with Dada Bhagwan or Lord Simandar Swami. So we are visualizing, we are seeing with our inner sight. So it is good, very good. You continue.
And sometimes the inside senses remember your darshan.
It's okay.
And this is also the greatest.
Yes. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand Purush.
New question from Yuko.
Yes.
Jai Sachidanand Purushri.
Yes.
Actually, I'm not seeing you at this moment. I'm seeing, here you are. Thank you. So my question is, there have been increased experience of more stabilized awareness and experience of becoming more as the kashai or attachment or abhorrence arising. I could just see it as they arise. sort of before it's becoming into like speech or action. Is this considered to be inner penance, and then just allow this discharge, or because usually that comes with that energetic feelings of like a burning or heat or so forth?
1 second.
કહે છે કે મારી જાગૃતિ જેમ જેમ વધતી જાય છે તેમ કશાય ઊભા થાય એવા દેખાય છે વાણીમાં કે વર્તનમાં આવે એની પહેલાં જ. તો આ એક જાતનું તપ કહેવાય કે એક જાતની જાગૃતિ કહેવાય કે આને શું કહેવાય? અને એવું કંઈ અંદર તપ કરતી વખતે અંદર કંઈક ગરમાટો ફીલ થવો જોઈએ એવું કંઈ હોય?
No, it is one kind of awareness only. And when you are not in speech and action, it doesn't come, but just is come inside and you are watching.
Yeah.
So automatically it will dissolve. So that is called penance also. And awareness, we are keeping separate, and our anger or our discharge kashaya not hurting anybody. That is good. And we will ask file 1 to do pratikaman for that kashaya. So this is correct. It is correct. This awareness is correct.
So when just not getting involved, but just to remain as the aware state and then having that complete separation, and then just seems like that charges are dissolving.
Yeah.
Automatically. So that's what you're saying,
Yes,
right?
correct.
And then in that, sometimes the difficult, emotion just to dissipate in the light.
Yeah, it will dissolve because we are knower and seer, and we are not hurting person by speech or action. Just in mind it comes and we are watching. Still we are separate from this effective discharge karma.
Right. So is that when we in Charandidi we ask for energy to not to interfere.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing. So like I could see Yuko having negative thought, but just Yuko having a negative thought, then it just not identified, and then it just goes away without any judgment to that negative thought.
Yeah.
Is that no interference?
Yes, it is object and we are observer. We are not interfering. This why this is coming, it should not come. Lord, that is interference. We are just, it is discharge atom, and as the time comes, it will come out. And we are knower and seer, and that discharge atom will dissolve automatically.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. I really appreciate that.
Okay. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
So now we'll do Vidhi for Samayik. We'll do Samayik like knower and doer. We'll keep separation. All the doer is always dependent on scientific circumstantial evidence. So knowledge of doer is discharged as well as scientific circumstantial evidence comes, doer will do any work. So really we are not doer, we are knower and seer. So doer is, we will practice third Agna. Doer is dependent on scientific circumstantial evidence, and we are as a pure soul knower and seer. So since morning till night we have to think, we have to watch what file 1 is doing, and he is doing with the help of intellectual level, intellectual knowledge, as well as with time, space and evidence. So doer is dependent on time, space, other evidences and past intellectual knowledge. And we are knower and seer of file 1, what he is doing. Till morning, till night, each and every stage we are just watching. And we have to understand, I am knower and seer of this file 1. What he is doing, it's dependent on scientific circumstantial evidence. I am knower and seer. So whole day, each and every phases, we will watch file 1, is doer and I am knower. Like that, we'll spend from morning till night we have to watch. And in previous days also, same thing. Every time file 1 is doer, is dependent on scientific circumstantial evidence. I am knower and seer. So, due to ignorance, we are believing that I am doer, I am doing so and so. When something happened bad, we are blaming on others. Something happened good, we are taking on ourselves that I am doing good things. I'm always like this, I want to help others like that. But really doer is, we are not really doer, we are knower and seer as a pure soul. File 1 is doer and he's not individually, independently doer. He needs time, space, other evidences. And person also required to help other person. So it is also one of the evidence. So with so many evidence, he can able to do one work. But due to ignorance, that awareness will not there. So now we want to keep that awareness. I am not doer, I am knower and seer, and file 1 is doer. As well as very similarly, we have to understand for another person also. Inside is a pure soul. His file is whatever he is doing is not individually doer. It is dependent on scientific circumstantial evidence. So like that, for ourselves also, for other person also, we will see pure soul as a knower and seer, and relative things, files are doer, and they are not really individually, independently doer, but they are dependent on scientific circumstantial evidence. So like that, so we want to see inside pure soul of opposite that person, as well as our relative vision is a flawless vision. So we are not going to blame anybody that he is doer. So like that, we want to practice third Agna and for doership. We'll do Vidhi for Samayik and Vidhi of blessing of Dada Bhagwan. बोलाओ.
O Shri Simandar Swami,
O Shri Simandar Swami,
O Dada Bhagwan,
O Dada Bhagwan,
please give me strength
please give me strength
to see
where
file number 1
file number 1
missed following Dada's Agnas. I surrender my mind, body, speech, and all karmas into the lotus feet of Simandar Swami and Dada Bhagwan. I am pure soul. 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 I am pure soul.
Jai Satchidanand. Jai Satchidanand to everybody. All Westerner, Jai Satchidanand to everybody. सभी हिंदी भाषी महात्माओं को जय सच्चिदानंद. અને દેશ વિદેશના ગામે ગામના બધા મહાત્માઓને જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ. Jai Sachidanand to everybody. Jai Sachidanand.